Yeah, I had to snatch that joint on down, man. I see now that people are only receptive when I'm talking about Babaji. That's how that shit seem like. I can be putting up receipts and everything, man. It don't make a damn, man. If I ain't talking about Babaji, man, people ain't receptive, man. I'm starting to think now, man, like motherfuckers got like a low comprehension level at this motherfucker or something. This shit is strange as hell. So that's why the damn video was removed. It wasn't removed for no other reason, just specifically for that. And like I say, number one, I ain't out here chasing clout. You hear me? I just wanted to make sure the people that subscribed to me knew how much of a character that dude was. That's all that was. I just wanted to put it out there. Yeah, that's all that is, man. What's up on the turkey day, man? Who got the turkey, man? Ain't nobody done shot me no damn turkey or nothing, man. What's up? Yeah, y'all up in here, man. Y'all ain't shot not damn turkey my way, man. What the hell? Y'all ain't want me to be straight on the Thanksgiving jank, huh? That's crazy, man. Oh, no question, man. You already know, rest in greatness, Baba Sabi, man. You know that. Yeah, I just came on basically to kick it with y'all, man, while I'm out, while I'm doing what I do. I said, let me see what the fam doing over here. You know how shit be. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all enjoying the holidays and stuff, but at the same time, I already know y'all be wanting to be plugged in. Saying no turkey queen P. You know, everybody out here got the gobble gobble. It's straight gobble gobble. So you don't celebrate either? Okay. Well, I stated it before. I made a post on Instagram. I was saying even if you don't celebrate or identify with this holy day right here, you know, at least you can take advantage and then be with your family, be with your friends and stuff, you know. Yeah, be with your loved one. That's what, you know, the main thing is with these holidays. And I told a brother that a few years ago. He was like, man, I don't celebrate that stuff. I'm like, well, you know, I ain't trying to force you to celebrate the shit, but hell, whenever they give a motherfucker a day off, you know, you can get up with your family. You know, that's the main damn thing. I feel you. I feel you about being thankful every day. Trust me, man. That shit is heartfelt. But the thing about it is, it's even better, man, when you can be around family, be around loved ones. You know, y'all kick it, then eat some good food too. Say you solo, Kiki G. Oh, that's what's up, Pat. That's what's up. Yeah, I definitely want to see the photos. And I'm smelling what P Harris is selling right now. Time with the family. That's the main damn thing. Say they call you from 4 a.m. Good gracious. I know everybody been up early this morning getting it in, man. Everybody, man. Yeah, y'all got whole lot table full of food over there and shit, man. I can't get Nathan. Damn. I think so too, J Star. It is like a family reunion. Pig say she thankful. Yeah, man. You got to think about, boy, some people that's in some uncompromisable positions right now. They can't celebrate shit. Just think about it. Yeah, then you got to think about, you know what I'm saying, the people that are incarcerated as well. You know, they throw you a little tray with some old weak ass turkey on it and shit. Yeah, some weak ass turkey. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up, Pat. You know I'll be one way. No, I'll be one way, boy. Hey yo, that plate is sounding real good right now. That's why I say, man, if y'all post them photos on Instagram, yeah, tag me in there. See, I'm on what Queen P on right now though, for real though. There's so many people without family. Yeah. And that's the science right there, Miss King. I don't even think a lot of, the slaves back then even, was given chitlins on this day. I think that shit was just like a regular day for them. That's all that it was. It was a fucking regular day. You already know any kind of pork, you know what I'm saying? They look at that shit as being delicacy. Any kind of damn pork. It don't make a fuck what it is. It could be some liver mush, boy. You know that pork top of the line over here in the United States of America. It be whole live turkey day. A motherfucker have a big ass ham. They have a ham and shit cut open. I'm like, damn, the indoctrination is real. We done been over here in the wilderness of North America so damn long, we don't even think we can survive or maintain without having some pork. You know that shit fucked up. Shit, motherfucker eating big ass plates. Should I eat a hot dog? That's what's up. So you gonna feed the homeless? That's what's up. But see, and that's another thing too, like around these holidays, even when you say, hey, I'm about to go out and then feed the homeless, don't just wait on this day, this specific day, or any holiday or special event to do that. Do that shit as much as possible. You already know, man, them blessings be bountiful when you do stuff like that. I'm like one of the biggest despisers of people that go live or do videos and take pictures when they helping out the homeless. I'm like, why you want everybody on social media to do that? Why you just couldn't do the motherfucking shit anyway? You feel what I'm saying? Like they'll hold a whole live event. They'll hold a whole motherfucking event and shit. Right, just to give motherfuckers some shit. And I'm like, yo, like what the fuck is all of this? Like you ain't have to do all that shit right there. I've seen people giving out shoes, sweaters, all type of shit. I'm like, what the fuck was that about? So what, you want me to kiss your ass because you helped somebody out? That's some shit you supposed to do anyway. Yeah, that ain't for social media, man. Motherfuckers be going too far with that shit. And I noticed, you know what I'm saying? It's like people done pretty much got content with that shit too, man. They done got content like a motherfucker out here, yo. They like, yo, we're gonna do it this way right here. I'm gonna hit the live button, or you hit the live button and record me, as I'm handing this or that off. I think that's embarrassing too, Marlon. That's embarrassing as hell, man. That's just like if a mother always talking about like what they done gave you. I'm like, why you gotta make that like a public statement? You gotta make it a public statement that you help somebody out. Why you can't just help somebody out just on the cool? See how weird that is? But that's social media today. What? That's social media today. That's what people do on social media today, and it's crazy as hell. Uh, with the amount of people that you will see like on Facebook and Facebook alone, motherfuckers will be on there. That's all them motherfuckers want to do, man, is go live and help somebody. I'm like, motherfucker, help somebody without being on live. Motherfucker got to be tuned in for you to help somebody else out. Clout, man, clout on so many different levels out here that is crazy. It's fucking crazy, bro. That's why I say it ain't just motherfuckers clouting off posts and clouting off people's name. People be doing this shit in like real life, like day to day. Yeah, hey, let's feed the homeless. Okay, well, just feed the homeless. That's all you got to do. You ain't got to make no event out of that shit. But that's the new thing. That's what people are doing, and you know how trends are set on social media, and with the trends that's set on social media, right? Oh, you good? Yeah, with the trends that's on set on social media, it's some people that can't even bring themselves away from that shit, man. They done seen one person do it, now everybody got to do it. I'm gonna just be riding around looking for somebody homeless to go live and give them a sweater or some shit or whatever. I'm like, man, y'all need to chill with that shit, man. You do all that shit for social media. Then it be people like right down the street from you. You would drive right past they motherfucking ass. You won't even do shit for them. I think it's weird. That's why when I be up in this gym jank and when I drop that motherfucking cash out, shit, look at here, man. $3 ain't a whole lot. But at the same time, show some love to the channel. You always over here enjoying the content and you fuck with it like that. Shit, I ain't came on this bitch one time and said, hey, I'm fucked up. I ain't got no Thanksgiving food. But hey, yo, man, tip the motherfucking host. Be like, yo, I fuck with World super extra hard. Yeah. Fuck with me hard. That's why you see I don't have no super chat. I don't have none of that shit right there set up. You got the super chat shit set up. See, they taking shit up out your account. They want they want a motherfucking percentage and shit, man. Now I need all of my coins. Motherfucker donate $3. I need the whole $3. I don't want $1.25 or whatever the fucking percentage would be. The leftover estimation. Nah, don't thug me like that. Right, and I appreciate that, Janubia. That's what's up right there. That's what's up. You right, homie? You right? Okay. I'm making sure you alright though. I ain't want goddamn, hey. I ain't want to get caught up out here though. You know what I'm saying? You be fucked up and shit. What about you, homie? What does Thanksgiving mean for you?
Oh man. I mean, you know how I feel about it, man. Part of it is just another day, but you know, due to the scarcity of being able to move around like we want, you
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
It puts the emphasis on, you know, rocking with fam a little heavier than normal.
So what do you think about people that's a part of the awoke community that will say, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving but won't take advantage of being, of the opportunity of being around friends and loved ones?
Well, I mean, it's funny because you will have people say, yo, I don't celebrate this, I don't celebrate that. But you still coming together with family around this particular point in time.
That's right.
Now, if you was having the same interactions and gatherings and you know what I'm saying and all that on a regular everyday status, and then it just happens to fall on, you know, whatever these quote unquote holidays are, then I can understand that. But if you're not doing nothing all year, mandatory shit, surviving, grinding, doing what you do, and then all of a sudden when the holiday times come, you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but you still churched up with the fam at the gathering. So everybody in this gathering is not celebrating Thanksgiving. Y'all just happen to church up on this one particular day.
Yeah, that one
but it's
particular
not,
day
I mean,
and
like,
shit.
come on, man. You know what I mean? You can understand what the real is behind the quote unquote holiday, and you know, you don't subscribe to that. But society wise, these are gathering points for families. Some people don't see family all year round until Thanksgiving and Christmas. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And your job will allot you time off to go see your family around this time. So you see what I'm getting at here?
Yeah.
You know, it's a big correlation to everything. You just gotta be able to peek and see what's really going on. Cause damn, it's motherfuckers. It's funny out here. It's good to know information. I mean, if you ain't constantly intaking new information, I say you stagnant. I ain't want to say you mentally dead. That's kind of hard. That's harsh. You know what I'm saying? But you stagnant though. You heavily stagnant. It's crazy out here, man.
Yeah, man, but I strongly feel like for people that's awoke or in the awoke community, it shouldn't be no limitations on a person participating, with family or the family gathering. But the whole movement within itself now, what I mean, we ain't fucking with Thanksgiving like that. But, like I say, you got time allotted off work, all this other shit, you know what I'm saying? Of course, family gonna be around, so why not be around family? Why not be around them good vibrations? They give it to you. They give it to you.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, listen. We already know most of this shit is pagan anyway when it comes to the holidays. Most of this shit is pagan. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit. Oh, that's my NFC. It's cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't worry about that shit.
Okay.
Yeah, they see all that shit.
Yeah, but most of this shit is pagan. So at the end of the day, it shouldn't be no celebrating
Shit, they might want to
anyway.
see your ass. Hold on. They
Nah,
might
they
want.
don't want to see
They
me,
want to
bro.
see.
Nah, they
Oh,
don't
okay.
want
I
to
was gonna
see
say
me.
they might want to see your ass.
You
They
know,
probably who this
they
nigga
don't
talking
want
this
to
shit,
see
man?
me. You know what I'm
Who's that
saying?
talking?
It's Big Slay. You know
Know
what I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying?
But when you really start digging to the origins of a lot of these quote unquote holidays, you already know it's nefarious shit behind them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not in the actually trying to bring harm to you, but when you look at the energies and past activities that took place at the most of these days, a lot of these days are lined up with certain movements of astrology. You see what I'm saying? Like the winter solstice, the summer solstice, different joints like that. And a lot of these holidays is set up around that to the point when you do come through, you channeling a whole lot of energy towards. So you have to really know what you're doing. Because if you don't, then you saying you ain't participating, you don't subscribe to it, but you still giving all your energy to it at that particular time when they looking for everybody to be giving that energy.
Now, this K War said that they don't get why, you know what I'm saying, like why once a year, you know what I'm saying, you gotta appreciate your family. What you feel about that? Once a year you appreciate your family. Like you giving thanks once a year.
I mean, it now you dealing with family. You should be thankful for family every day, all day.
That's right.
Society wise, a lot us that particular day, weekend, whatever it is, to celebrate what we thankful for. But in all actuality, you dealing with fam, you know what I'm saying? It should be, everybody should be appreciated unless you just, I mean, I understand we got some fucked up family members and some of them you just can't appreciate them for being family. You know what I'm saying?
He said you just can't.
they on the wrong side of the line for whatever to say, but man.
I'm fucking with it, bro. Only because it's like a family thing. Like I
It,
say, I'm not really into like the whole
meaning behind
celebratory,
it. Yeah.
yeah, the whole celebratory meaning of
I'm,
what Thanksgiving is, because we can easily sit here and start saying that, you know, it was the Indians and the pilgrimage, and then somebody gonna come from left field and be like, well, I'm indigenous, and you know, then it's gonna be some shit with that, you know, as far as what the pilgrim did and the damn Indians did, as far as the story, you know, because I don't subscribe to the slave boat and the 98,000. I don't subscribe to none of that shit.
negative.
It ain't no motherfucking boat that they done created in 2020
That
that
can
can sail that
hold
fucking far,
out.
hold that many
See,
damn people.
okay, so
That
now
shit
to
fraud.
me this is logic. Yeah, we taught this shit in school, and if you don't really seek the truth on what they, what it is, you just gonna believe what the fuck they told you, and you gonna think that's fact. You gonna move off that, build off that, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But when you really start digging through official documents of how the United States was formulated, put together, the early working parts and shit. It don't add up. Where is these boats at that was carrying all these people at? Where the fuck is these boats?
What a
When you go
slave
to the
ship.
when you go to the records, I'm talking about going to Virginia and pulling up and going to where the official archives, documents of the state of Virginia is held, and start digging through them janks. It's not what they told us. Of course, I figure we should all know that, but it's not what they told us. Now, from my gathering information, technically we got hoodwinked to the fullest of
I think we did too.
Listen, it's this thing called maritime trade, maritime law. If you don't know maritime trade law, you're gonna be lost. Because you have to understand anything that goes from land to water and back to land has to have a manifesto made up about it. Now, once it go out the water, it literally makes it free game for when you bring it back in land.
Mm.
So now, I feel like It wasn't no big slave trade. They took us and finessed us, moved us around by the rules, and when they brought us back in, that's what made us property, and then they ensued with they, you know what I'm saying, original blueprint.
That's dope, man. And that right there within itself should show people, it should tell people, it should prove people. Not only have we been hoodwinked, but through Western philosophy, they was able to incorporate a lot of shit into our psyche.
Oh
A
man.
lot of shit into our psyche. Like I ain't like I had now at first I was really with that concept. Like, yeah, we came over here, you know what I'm saying, on the boat and all this shit. Then I had to think about that fabricated Christopher Columbus shit. But then I had to start thinking like, damn, you know, it's a lot of boats and ships and shit that's done sunk. I always see them like go and retrieve them and shit. And then it'll be some shit like at the bottom of the ocean on cartoons and shit. If in fact there was a damn slave ship that traveled that many damn people, where the fuck is the boat at? Where is it at? Was it just one of them? What the fuck? I mean, like, you can't be that fucking serious. You can't, it's not a motherfucking ship. It ain't a ship on this earth that could take a small county of people, okay? Think about that shit within itself. So you mean to tell me people was pissing, defecating, and every damn thing else, motherfucker just survived from that long ass ride over here? Come on, man.
Now listen, I love us as a people, and yeah, I feel like we hard body. We super hard body genetically, like we just hard body. But we ain't that hard body that with that day and time technology to make it from one continent to another continent by sea. Now, these people wasn't accommodated as humans. We being looked at as 3/5 of a human being.
That's right.
So in their eyes, we're fucking animals. So we just all chained down in the bottom of this damn boat. Just the lack of proper nutrition and the lack of proper hygiene, you not gonna make it to your destination. And if you do, your condition, your state is gonna be so fragile, you're not gonna be able to be used for what they even quote unquote brought you there to be used for in the first place.
That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. Because then you got to think about, you know what I'm saying, of on how much that, you know, as they say, the way that the story went, you got to think about how people was affected. I don't mean physically undergoing that shit, but just psychologically within itself.
Oh, yeah.
And hell, and you know, it's a large number of melanated beings that don't like being on the damn water and you know, the
Oh,
tide
man.
rocking back and forth and shit. So for years, when they done told this old fabricated ass lie, I've been sitting back and just wondering, like, okay, why do people pay close attention to TV shows, rap songs, people's clothing, you know, and shit like that or whatever, but they didn't peep game with that damn story. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's all that is a fucking story. You can't sit up here and say like you took an entire continent. You took the estimation of an entire continent of people that you caught and you brought them to a new
12
land.
million. They say they transported 12 million now.
Man, it ain't even 12 million Mexicans in the United States of America. And they came over here voluntarily. So you can't make me believe that shit. You look at the Latinos now, and the Latinos are considered the greatest minority now. We at one time were the greatest minority. Think about the numbers within itself, man. Them motherfuckers tell you anything and rock your ass to sleep. You'll be sitting out here thinking that Thanksgiving is Thanksgiving. What you giving thanks for that you ain't been giving thanks for every other motherfucking day?
Exactly.
Niggas that could have went and bought 8 or 9 different goddamn turkeys, man. Could be doing this shit every weekend with people, holding sessions with people, feeding people, giving thanks.
Exactly.
It's fucked up how
And
they
take,
got.
and take off the day of quote unquote Thanksgiving and really give thanks to yourself for being, you know what I'm saying, in the right aura and energy to be in a given situation at all times anyhow.
See, it's still Slavic to me. It's still of slave-like to me. And the reason I say that, because they got us to the point where they got to give us something in order for us to appreciate it. See, the shit naturally, innately that we done been given, we don't give praise to that. We don't pay homage to the ancestors and the brothers that actually brought forth the science. See, we'll get thanks for some other shit. We'll get thanks for a plate of food and shit or whatever, right? But we don't pay homage to the ancestors. That's the main thing It got me feeling some kind of way right now about all of this shit, man. Yeah, man, like straight up.
Hold up now, hold up. If I can play the devil's advocate for a second, the conscious community always the conscious community always giving it up to the ancestors.
Now, I'm not speaking in reference to the totality or the collective of people that's giving it up to the ancestors. I'm speaking individually, like the way that they done incorporated our psyche. See, we don't give thanks
Yeah,
every day.
okay.
Now,
That's
you
what I'm
got
saying.
people that have even been programmed religiously through doctrines that'll wake up every morning and offer prayer
Yeah,
and give praise to God. You
yeah.
see, but not giving
5
thanks.
whole times a
That's
day
right.
in some cases.
Give praise to God, but not give thanks to their own existence. See, they prescribed a certain time for us to give praise. I think that is crazy as fuck too. I
Like
think
we we've been finessed to, instead of, for lack of a better term, you know what I'm saying, praying to ourselves. Not really praying, that's crazy. But you know what I'm saying? Acknowledging yourself first. Self-preservation is the first rule. Survival instinct, that's just what it is. You have to understand that, hey, if I can't even be me and stand here and do what I do and be who I am and be grateful for that, what do I have to give to anybody else? I can't give myself the love and appreciation and thanks that you need to have for yourself.
so. They set a date for you to do it. They set a date for you to do it. Yeah, they give you a calendar day to do that, and then the day after that, then they bring forth the big manifestation within itself, the big one. They bring the big one. It don't matter what year it is and all that shit, the way they want to flip it or whatever. Even when we start speaking about those days like Black Friday and historically acknowledging what took place on Black Friday, but then they'll set the theme like you can go and buy some products, you can go get some appliances for the low low.
And then the irony of the shit is they sell the most shit on Black Friday than normal days.
Okay, now listen to what you just said. The most shit.
The most merchandise is being sold.
Okay, so think about back then when the most merchandise were
Was
being
being
sold,
sold.
and it was us.
Exactly.
Right.
So it's the same energy,
That's
and
right.
they just keeping it
That's right.
moving,
Every
and
year
they
to
just
year.
changing up the different shit. But it's all the same energy.
That's all that it is, and they're going to continue to do that.
And if you don't understand what's really going on, you don't even know how to not play into the whole situation in itself. You don't know how to not play into it because you've been told this shit from a child.
Right, and that's indoctrination.
Exactly.
That's all it is indoctrination. Now
So,
just
I mean,
think if we was indoctrinated on some real invigorating, life changing shit. You feel me? As opposed to just sitting back and then saying, "Oh, okay, I gotta wait on this prescribed day for me to give thanks." But for the entirety of the year, those other days, I just don't supposed to give a fuck. I don't supposed to give sound mind or sound reason to anything, nor do I supposed to value, especially family, except for this one day. Motherfucker done told you the day to give thanks.
see,
They told you a day to gather together.
we used to move community wise, family based, as almost like a tribe, and now it's every man for himself. If you ain't benefiting a motherfucker, they not fucking with you, bro. It's no more just a cat just being a good person with good intent and just goodwill to assist somebody in something that they need help in, and then not be some type of ulterior motive attached to it on the back end.
That's a whole fact right there. That's a whole fact. But when we look at this Thanksgiving thing, you know what I'm saying? And let's look at what the ulterior motive was back then with us and of on how that they celebrated after then we were sold off, okay? Think about the slave auction block. When you start thinking about Virginia, start talking about Fredericksburg, people will, you know what I'm saying, be able the flashback to the Willie Lynch letter and the manifestation of that. Think about it, man. You have all these different. You got museums with chains and iron cuffs and shit, right? They all up in the museum. You can go up in there and look. They have people that are there that's like mannequins, clay figurines, looking like old skeletons and shit with chains on them. All that shit to be a representation, a imagery for you to keep indoctrinating you. But not one damn time can they even just suffice, just giving you just a piece of the goddamn slave ship. Where that ship at, yo? Where the slave ship at? You got everything else. You got the chains and all this. You got the rusted chains. You got the figurines of motherfuckers stretching out like they trying to run. Motherfuckers with dogs on leashes and all this other shit. Right? You got all this shit, right? But where's the boat?
See, listen, certain props you just can't get.
You can't get certain props. It's
Yeah,
because they're too
certain
big.
props, they just it's just like you can put stuff in the book, you just can't put in the movie.
That's the whole fact.
It's certain props you just can't get. You
Make
know
it
what
make
I'm
sense.
saying?
Make it make sense.
Now, do you not think if you ask me, this is putting the slavery on display. There are museums that display these artifacts. For them, are trophy cabinets to their dominance over another whole race of people.
That's the whole fact.
So every time you put anything into that shit, you just keeping that and you just feeding that energy.
You're being ridiculed within itself, and
Yes.
they still
Look,
maintain
this
control.
is what we did to y'all.
We still, hey, look, they still maintain control. Then got you thinking that you was brought over here on the boat and shit. Niggas ain't even in the story with the white people and the damn Indian, the pilgrims and the Indian. You see how they even X that out? They even took you up out of a lie historically you done held on to. You done held on to this shit. What was be from a whole nother country celebrating some shit that never even existed. It didn't exist for that one particular time. That shit was happening every day. they was capturing niggas every day. Every day and all day they was celebrating just like a motherfucker go out in the woods, shoot a deer, throw it on the back of the truck, take that jib jack to the house, and be drinking like a son bitch.
Yeah.
It's motherfuckers that literally fire up motherfucking crocodiles. And sit there and cook them motherfuckers and drink it and eat shrimp and everything. All that old shit right there.
Yeah.
So we have to think about now, then when we participate in this type of shit, who the people are that's just sitting back and laughing and shit and just saying, well, hey, the PSYOP is continuing to work.
Yeah.
Psychologically, you know what I'm saying? This operation right here, it's a success. This is a success.
This is one big ass, like I said, it's one big stage play.
That's all it is. Think about it.
One big stage play.
Think about that slave auction block though down there in Virginia. Remember that slave auction block they spoke of? That was a stage too, wasn't it? It was what? It was it was a stage in that museum when they had Sarah Bartman. Cause before the damn museum, she was on a block. That's all they had. They built that with wood, just a little stand, like a step up.
And then
just a step up. Everybody looked at that butt. Everybody was on that
it's
butt.
so
What?
crazy how.
Come on, man, stop.
It's so crazy how they deflect. How it'll be them actually performing the shit, but they'll have everybody believing it's you doing it. Like how they deflect from them and push off on you. Like they call us savages, but these motherfuckers were so scatterbrained over this woman's figure, they literally took her and put her ass on display. Literally.
Whole lot of
For
display.
motherfuckers to ooh, ah, and gawk over. We ain't even gonna get into what they was probably doing to her in between times she was on the block. Cause she not being seen as a human, she not being seen as a woman, she not being seen as a goddess. That's not what she being seen as. She being seen as
That might be the impossible right there. That
God,
may
man,
just be
that's
the impossible.
listen.
I'm on the hunt for the charger right now. Hold on for 1 second, family, man. While y'all up in here, man, keep that algorithm going as always, man. Drop them ones in the chat. Let's go, man. Okay, we flooding it out. That's what I'm talking about right there. And like I say, even speaking about that boat, speaking about Thanksgiving, thinking about, what I'm saying, that just all that shit, speaking about the Indians, all the fabrication that they threw up in there and shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Man, I done seen I done seen Indians in Lumberton. You know what I'm saying? I done seen Indians in Texas. I done seen Indians in Las Vegas. Indians every damn where. So they throw this in the mix, right? And then they damn try to confuse you and make you believe like you was somewhere else. They ain't do nothing but do a damn semicircle. That's all they did. That's all they did. They did a semicircle. They turned around. They turned around. They look here. They formulated you in the property in the damn water. They turned around and came back to land and then sold you. That's the only thing that happened. Then they try to make it seem like you from all these other different places. I ain't from none of them places. Period. That's period, point blank. You sit up here and then you say, "Oh yeah, well, my peoples is from such and such." Okay, well then, when you start wanting to do the estimation of where your people and all this other shit was from, you start wanting to do ancestry.com. Okay, well then, who was the first person from all of them damn people? Since you doing all this ancestry.com, because then you up under European rule then, because then those lands, those geographic locations turned into nations. They gave you a nationality. You feel me? They gave you a step up. They gave you a step up from being a slave. Then when they gave you that nationality, that's when you thought you was the shit then. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'm that. Oh, I'm this. This the only damn day right here where you ain't talking shit because of where you from and what your heritage and what your culture is and shit. This the only damn day. You can eat and smile and hang around your family. You can do all that shit right here today. Because see, they done confuse you. They got you thinking, they got you thinking like, yo, they got you thinking, yo, this the day for you right here to be giving thanks and stuff or whatever. You feel me? But then let's look at the totality of the rest of the days that you ain't getting no thanks and shit. You see how psychologically warped that shit is? Yeah. Oh, I see you, NY chick. That's real. That's real. That's real. When you start looking at the indigenous and looking at the lands where people are indigenous to, you will have a better understanding. Look at the shift in the dynamic when they started renaming states. They started renaming states, all them states. You can look it up. It's some science. I think the brother Pleasant Elihu Bay was speaking on it in Exhuming of a Nation. And he was even explaining, breaking down the science of on how that they rechanged the names of the state. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You ain't never go nowhere. Everybody ain't from the same damn place. That's the thing. I don't know how hard that is for people not to get. But yo, they switched. Look, they switched and swapped us out so fucking to the cool that now we done got to the point that we got pride and shit. Mother tell you, yeah, I'm Irish. I'm this. I'm that. Yeah, I'm Jamaican.
Oh
Yeah, I'm not.
man,
I'm Nigerian.
listen,
I'm
listen.
Senegalese. You all this other shit.
You
You
everything
all this
but
shit. You
but indigenous Afro American.
all these different titles and
You
shit.
everything else.
Oh, I'm Dominican. Yeah,
Not
yeah, I'm
African
Dominican.
American,
No, no, I'm Boricuan.
Afro
Yeah,
American.
what the fuck? I'm like, what? I mean, the only and then when you look at this shit, right, and you look at Thanksgiving, and then you look at the convenience of Thanksgiving, the rivals to every other store, the QT and all these other motherfucking stores, the rival to them, the hotels, the laundromat, the rivals to them are what you now identify with is called Indians. Slump Dog with the Millionaire. You see how they done flip the signs? Boy, you see how they flip that thing?
They
Pilgrims, where the pilgrims at? I ain't seen not one pilgrim nigga walking around yet. I done seen white boys with J's on and everything. I ain't seen not one pilgrim yet. I know who the Indians is. I ain't mixed up with that part. Where the pilgrims at? I see what I'm saying. They leaving something, something ain't fitting.
It's gaps in
You
the
see what I'm
storyline.
saying? That's what I'm saying with the Matrix. It's a glitch within that shit.
And the only way you can find it is you gotta run the timeline.
Think about that shit though. In the Matrix, even with the timeline, let's go with the timeline and look at numerology and then look at numerics within itself. When we look at the Matrix and we look at them green numbers, you know the only number that people will be looking for that ain't on there? 10. 10. Because there's no such thing.
No.
There's no such thing. So then if we know that, we understand what zero is, then we'll understand that it's a duality in this world. It's a positive and a negative. It's 0 to 9 and 0 to -9. It's nothing more than that. 9 and 9 is 18. That's 180 degrees. That's only half. That's only half.
All day.
That's only half. So then they tricked us, gave us the number 10 and all. That's an indoctrination. You was thankful for that. You was thankful for that till you figured out of on how to use multiplication. That's right, acute angle. Until you figured that out, then you was upright and perpendicular to the square. Think about that shit. You can't sit there and just tell us, hey, you're gonna give me half. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm thankful today and shit, but not the other days though. But just this day and this day alone. Just this day. I appreciate you telling me that. I appreciate you giving me my history, even if though it was fake and fraud as fuck. I appreciate it.
I mean,
Good look.
you have to understand.
Good look.
They damn near gave us every damn storyline that we run with.
Man, don't none of that shit make sense. None of that shit
And
makes
until
sense,
you
man.
start questioning this shit, you just gonna keep running with it.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you, yo. I was on the yard with this cat, man. We was talking, and I say, yo, the way these motherfuckers be in here talking about movies and shit, and the way that these movies are art, imitate life. I say, my dude, I remember damn near every part of Transformers the movie. I say, now I know what it mean. You see, all these different variations of movies and shit, man. That's all within the psyop, bro. It ain't nothing but character form, man. See what I'm saying? That's all that it is, man. Just for you to follow suit. Now we back to the motherfucking suits again. Since we talking about the cowboys, no, we talking about the pilgrims and the Indians. So now let's think about when your ass in the house, you watching sports, and we think about the cowboys and the damn Indians, the cowboys and the Redskins. Think about this shit now. Just think about this for a second. The Cowboys and the Redskins. Everybody want to be a cowboy. Everybody want to be a Reds. Think about this shit. You went nowhere in the equation. I asked my grandmother one time. I said, why you always watching cowboy movies? I said, why you always watch cowboy movies? She was like, I've been watching cowboy movies since I've been little. I was like, why there ain't no black people in the cowboy movie? Why there ain't no black people in the cowboy movie? So we wasn't there then? We wasn't there then. Why was there no black people? Think about that, y'all. Okay, word. My bad, family. Yeah, I appreciate y'all holding on. You know we got to hold on. If we would have, hey, look, we would have held on. We would have got this deal far by now. Right, facts. That's what I'm talking about right there. Yeah, we just had a little brief intermission. That's all. You know what I'm saying? We take up where we left off at. You want to chime?
Shit, what was we at, bro? Go ahead and pop it off.
We was still looking at the signs right between the Cowboys and the Indians, and we was talking about the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. That's what we was talking about.
In American football.
That's right. So let's look at that red and that blue. Let's break that. Let's bust that red and that blue down. Bust it all the way down. Okay. You look at You look at the Cowboys and the Indians.
That's programming. That's all programming.
Okay. So what program is what color is the logo of the program you watching? Red and blue, the NFL logo, just like the NBA damn symbol. It's red and blue.
Everything is red
Opposite
and
and
blue.
opposing sides. Cold and hot.
Everything is
You
red
see
and
that?
blue.
Crip and blood. You see that thing?
All that.
Your blood, blood internally, then when it hit airborne, the color it turned.
But then you know they also say they got some that are blue bloods.
The Last Supper. Let's go. The Last Supper. That's another one. Feli. That's another one. Forever I love Atlanta. Forever I love Atlanta. Forever. That's another one. Pepsi. See all this programming? The movie colors. Look at all the
And
signs.
then you can go deeper and really start paying attention and look at shit like the Amoco sign.
You see, it's certain colors that we identify with. They know that it'll capture our attention. Just like that sheet with like the bull with the matador. Same shit, same science. Same science we identify with. Just like we identify when they tell us that they give us a specific day to give thanks. A specific day. A specific day. One specific day.
Motherfuckers gotta unplug, man. They gotta unplug.
All right, let's go even deeper with the red and the blue. Okay, with that being said, then let's look at Democrat and Republican. Democrat and Republican. One of the hardest of the programs. Yeah, that's one of the hardest of the programs within itself. Two opposing sides.
Yeah, that everything's a trickle down effect from that right there. So really, what we might need to be start digging into is the symbolism actually behind these colors.
Not only the colors, but we start with the colors and just start destroying them as well. And then we'll, start looking deeper at, like street signs, you know what I'm saying? Like, the names of different roads and them always with them green signs. When we start to make it make sense, we'll understand what they did with this programming. Because for some people, this shit is automatic. Like every year at this time right here, this has to be done. Just at this given time, everything has to shut down and this has to be done. For years, every year, I had to watch Charlie Brown. I had to watch Charlie Brown every year. I don't give
Every day Charlie Brown it was.
Man, when that Great Pumpkin came out, that
fucking Great Pumpkin.
Man, that was the hardest shit in the world, man. That was the hardest. They had me so throwed off every year.
Charlie Brown Christmas.
Every year they had me watching the same cartoon.
Charlie Brown Easter.
You figured them, all of them. I'm like, damn, yo, they don't want to upgrade or nothing. They just want to keep me in the same state of mind. And you know how much shit was going on during that era. During that era, when they would rock me to sleep. Well, I was just, hey, look at here, boy. It was a lot that was going on. It was the building blocks right here for psychological trainees. They can run tests on motherfuckers now. Just from back then. Just the data that they got from back then. They got enough information to know how to continue to run a psyop. They got enough information to know how to keep this shit going.
To the point,
They can keep it going, bro.
To the point they expanded the psyop globally.
Why would they do it globally? Think about it. It's folks way in Wuhan probably talking about Thanksgiving. They got a McDonald's there, so fuck it. Niggas got KFC now.
They just got their version of the shit.
Right, but that's within itself though. That's still the programming. That's still the programming. It all go hand in hand.
Yeah, it's all about the programming. Until you break the programming, you can't even see through the veil.
See, when we speak on the veil, right? How does one even break that veil? I mean, if you know it's on them, man, you know, it ain't shit you can tell them. But how you think they can break that motherfucker? You get up out that shit, man.
Man, you just gotta start questioning shit. You know, for me, I question the uncomfortables.
The uncomfortables?
Why is this like this and why is this like that? How come this and how come that? I wanted to know why to these certain questions.
Why wouldn't you want to know though? That's the thing. Why wouldn't you want to know? See?
Because I feel like you don't want to do that work. That's not easy work. You're literally reinventing yourself. Think about how we was indoctrinated from school and all this stuff we was taught to believe, Christopher Columbus, they only tell us about Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? All this bull we get Black History Month. You know, we get all this little bit of bullshit.
Right.
And now it's just supposed to no.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm looking at the I'm looking at the bigger picture with them just, you know what I'm saying, just giving us one specific month, you know what I'm saying, like Black History Month. I'm looking at how that they will continue throughout centuries to keep this existing, okay? And not so much as saying, oh yeah, cause for Christmas I want this and that, you know, and you look forward to Christmas for all these different years or whatever. Think about the person that created this psyop and of on how long that it's been going on. They died while people were still in the beginning stages of believing this shit. They had already died. They put that shit out there and died on your ass. You still believe it. Boy, that shit powerful. Boy, that's the bad. Hey, look at here, bro. That's the baddest bag. That's the baddest bag you will ever get in your life.
Yeah,
boy, that motherfucker there, boy, hit like an 80 proof. Think about it. Just continue this. It just keep going on and on. Motherfucker, look here. I watched Charlie Brown every motherfucking holiday when they brought out a Charlie Brown. But when I was young, I mean, it ain't like I could understand Charlie Brown teacher and shit. But I don't know why the fuck I just wasn't like, man, why they won't show the woman, man? Like, why they won't, you know what I'm saying? Like, why they won't show that teacher? Because, see,
why the fuck ain't she speaking English?
You figure deal me? So I'm like, hold on. So they the only ones that can understand her, but then at times you can train a canine
to understand you.
To do as you want them to do. Okay? But the thing about it is, the canine only picks up on a certain algorithm, phonetically. Okay, just think about that within itself. Yeah. Okay, so how was they picking up on her shit and we couldn't even understand her? That's programming.
All day.
That's programming.
Because what it made you not pay attention to what she said. It made you pay attention to what they were responding to.
That's right. That's right. And it's like we sit there. You know what I'm saying? And ain't even challenged even the writers of the cartoon to reveal this person. We went through life enjoying a cartoon program, but at the same time never questioning who this person is, who this person was, and why they didn't show this person. Okay, think about that now. You see how contented they got us? It got to that way, I'm gonna say around the 80s. I think about 88 or 89 with the Tim the Two-Man Taylor dude, the dude that was behind the fence on Home Improvement. They never showed his motherfucking face. I mean, I know he is now, but I'm just saying they never showed his damn face. I stopped watching the show because of that. I kept watching it because I was like, one day I guess he go, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm for real. Bro, I'm dead ass serious. I was like, one day they gonna show. I seen the Wizard on the Wizard of Oz. I seen that nigga. They was all scared of him. That punk ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was scared of that nigga. I seen who he was. I seen Stringer Bell get killed. Look at here. They killed Snoop. Look at, man, they killed Omar. Nigga. You got to write better than this shit. I done seen some hell of a shit, man. I'm telling you, bro. Come on, nuts so off the building, my nigga. Like,
Oh man,
bro, man, you can't just run. You can't just tell a story, man, without having some concrete, at least something that's tangible that's along the way. You can't just. How you gonna just put that shit out there like that? How you gonna put it out there like that?
Well, I mean, you gotta understand the intention of it from the jump. You know, the tension, the from the jump, it is to program you to do, think, act as if they want you to where you're technically doing their bidding without them having to make you do it.
I
It's
get
like
it.
it's like giving you a self-destruct algorithm to run off of.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. The self-destruct algorithm that every year when motherfuckers do it. They do that shit every year. I mean, it be like clockwork and shit. They be like, oh yeah, cause I know around this time, like, so when they all like, like flooding up, like the interstate and all this shit and going to see their families or whatever, we'll just be able to transport, like 600s of kids at a time. Cause ain't nobody paying attention to that stuff right there. They so preoccupied in this shit that they done been programmed with. See what I'm saying? You ain't thinking. You look, you're not thinking, but you're thanksgiving. You ain't thinking and giving a damn thing, but you giving thanks. You ain't even thinking about the other shit. You ain't even paying attention to that shit right now. You got some other shit going out. You ain't thinking about that, man. They transport all type of cheering and shit, man. Folks sitting around eating at the table, probably right up under their noses. You see? That's what we put the spotlight on. That's what we put that beam on. See, I don't do it to be beefing with people on the internet and shit. I just track their ass down. You feel, go get that, man, go get them. Man, they crazy, man. Right? It got to be some type of justice within this shit right here. You don't just do that. You don't just take advantage of the children like that. You sit around and you eating shit at the table and she got a big ass plate and shit. It's somebody mama right now. Child probably been gone for about 18, 24 months, 3 years, 5 years. I ain't seen or heard from her, none of that. Somebody just somewhat was methodical enough to pull it off. To pull it off. You see? You got to think about it. The children been gone ever since the mask was on. Think about it. It was just now Halloween. That's another holy day. Put the mask on. Huh? Snatch them up. Put them in any costume and walk off with them. Don't nothing look out. Don't nothing look out of place. That's the program. Every year. They stop talking about it and everything. They won't be saying shit about human trafficking and sex trafficking. They won't be talking about none of that shit during this holiday. This is the time for it.
Ain't nobody paying attention.
Ain't paying attention to shit.
Look,
ain't paying attention.
Check it. Then we told them don't go kick it with your family. So now they being so defiant to go kick it with their family, they really not paying attention. We moving right up under their nose.
Right up under their noses. And they know we not going to be paying attention because of this preoccupation, man. We're out here giving thanks, but ain't thinking and giving right now. You see? We could have thought our way through a whole bunch of shit. We would have thought about that shit back then. How the fuck we going to be watching some shit? We don't even know who the person is talking. We don't even know the fuck it is. We don't even know what the fuck is going on. Ain't never seen Charlie Brown damn teacher. But then they was able to max out the damn cartoon on to consecutive holidays. Consecutive holidays. Ain't shit going on. Ain't shit going on. You probably got fired from your job. That shit come on for the holidays. You back happy and shit again. It's a program. That's all that it is.
Take you right back to where you was and what you was doing the first time you watched it. Timestamp.
That's all it is a timestamp. We look at all this shit within itself. Somebody put him out. Jones say, nah, Charlie Brown, man. You gotta look at all it. Don't leave nothing out. Don't exclude anything away from this right now.
You made me think about it was a situation like that on Tom and Jerry. It was the
Well, maybe
I take it the woman was the maid because she always had on
yeah.
like a house gown.
I'm gonna show you the signs with that. Now that was
She get on Tom ass, whoopie with the broom and shit.
that was to ridicule the melanated woman and to show you the melanated woman at her lowest cleaning up for some people you never even fucking seen,
Never fucking seen.
but just the cat and a rat and some rats. You see, think about this now. In that type of environment, okay? But then you don't want to show her on the cartoon, but then you put her damn face on the syrup. Now she Aunt Jemima and shit. You see what I'm saying, bro? It's a remix with all this shit, man.
I mean,
Man, it's a remix, man, with all this shit. They psyched you up. Just gave her a fly name and shit. She was Mammy at one time. You already know how that shit go, man, through generations, man. You already know how it go. They switch it up on you. Her mama might have been her mama might have been Joanne. Her name Jamila. And you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Come on. Don't even know the science behind the Muslim name or the attribute. Yeah. Her name Jamila. You see, just because of the times, the progression hood of the generations. Look at the science for what it's worth.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro, peep game with the peep game, man. They've flawlessly been able to get us to adhere to holy days. They done slid all this shit right up under our noses through the media, through the sports, date back historically, however that you want to look at it, bro. That's why when I peep these holidays, these holy days, and what they're worth after the holy day, then what? You see?
Motherfuckers go right back to doing what they were doing before they took that hard pause for that holiday.
Okay. But throughout the holy day that you're on today, you still ain't told me where you at in the equation. They had the Pilgrims and the Indians. I mean, who's you? You nigga, ain't you? Who's you? Where you in the equation? Where you come from? I mean, that's the story they told, right? Shit.
That's real shit.
Yo.
Well, I mean, truthfully, what they not telling you, because it's part of the remix, you was the Indian. So you was in there the whole time, but being that they told you that you was an African, you looking dead at yourself and don't even see.
You might well get into Afrikaners now. Shit. I mean, straight up.
Think about how they got people wanting to go to Africa, bro, and technically you not even from there.
No. Nowhere near there. But like I say, that's the psyop within itself. Got you believing this shit. Just think about it. So where you going to?
So, okay, now your history has been cut. You don't know who you are. They tell you come from here, so you just gonna go over there? Who your peoples? What is?
Now, when you say
There's so many damn continents in quote unquote Africa, countries. I mean, which one is you from?
and see, and that's where the line right there stop with that shit right there. I'm serious, bro, because like I can like anywhere in the United States, like yeah, but you know what I'm saying, and this ain't even being discriminatory, but I'm just keeping it a buck though. Like I don't have no peoples there. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Like I mean, in day-to-day actuality, like right now, like I don't have no peoples there.
What I'm saying is, if you supposed to be from here, but you don't even remember what your history is from there, what are you going back to? Quote unquote. If you come, what are you coming? You don't. It's nothing you going back to there. You don't even know where you from over there.
No, you don't know. And like I say, yeah, I'm real talk. Hey yo, I'm real talk right now. Like this, and the reason why I'm stating it this way is to get you to think. Now, if anybody ever wanted to join the bill, like if you wanted to bill, or if you think I'm just slow or some shit, and you know I'm not historically astute or whatever, yeah, you a damn sure have an opportunity to tap in. You know what I mean, with the link, come up and then build on it. Yeah, I love to. Yeah, I see somebody Sammy say I got you. Wait, where you got me at? Like I'm lost with that one. He said I got you there. Where you got me at? Like I'm trying to explain. Hey, look. Peep game with the peep game. Even by you saying that you African, when we look at etymology within itself, let's look at af, okay? When you say al or Allah in the Arabia, when you speak about, you know what I'm saying, through Latino terminologies, right? And when you look at la, when you look at af and you look at r, like af, ar, al, all these words mean d. So when you look at rica in Espanol, which it was named after, rica, which is the feminine in Spanish, means rich. The masculine is rico. So how in the hell you gonna tell me that somebody Spanish that named and told me what my nationality is? I don't give a listen. You can't tell me. Listen, man. Africa. AF-RICA. That's the same way they did America. A in Espanol means TO, which is two. M-E, me, or M-I, which is my, is to my, and Rica mean my riches. So it's to my riches. How you gonna tell me what the fuck I am? How the fuck you gonna tell? Like I'm in search, then you gonna tell me diamonds are a girl's best friend, but then you gonna say a dog is a man's best friend. What kind of shit is that? You leaving shit out of this shit, man. You naming shit. Now you telling me I'm African, but a damn Latino, a fucking Spaniard gonna name a whole fucking continent, Cyprios Africanus. Think about this shit. Just think about it within itself. So now you telling me my nationality. You gonna tell me what the fuck I am in your native tongue. But now geographically, I got pride and I identify with that? No. I can't adhere to that one. You go get whatever book you want to get. Go get whatever book you want to get. Go get your scholar. Go get your best man, all that or whatever. Yeah, that's real talk.
Maybe he mean personally, like he can follow his lineage
Yeah,
back to Africa.
But that's
maybe he is.
That's individualism. But let's look at the collectivehood of all people. That's individualism. So individualism, if we look at the etymology of it, that's individed. Individed with dual or individed with two. Ain't no two of this shit. If you telling me that I'm first and foremost, my people was first and foremost, then why would a Spaniard name the whole damn continent? Think about the shit. Now, when it was a maxim within itself, looking at the science that the Holy Prophet Noble Drew Ali brought forth, and when it was called a maxim, this land was identified differently then. Before that, they put a tax on it. You see? Riches, Rica, America, Africa. Think about this shit. This was before they put a tag on it. It was a maxim. Just like if you in I forgot the area, but it's like if you in Los Angeles, what is it, California? They got a spot. It's called Mexicali. You see, mixed together, a maxim. So we know we melanated beings. We know that when I say ame to my, to a maxim, to my X, the X is the unknown. What do you mean? How you gonna sit up and tell me? You was trying to call me, nigga. You got me fucked up. Man, you got me fucked up, man. You got me fucked up. I don't anybody want to hear that shit, man. You can get whatever color you want and all that shit. You make a flag, a whole suit if you want to. You been named by a Spaniard. Think about it. If that is not the case, and if that ain't true, the only thing that we can go off of is in the movie Roots. And in the movie Roots, you clearly seen when niggas was getting captured, it wasn't just the white man, it was the Arabian too. That's the science. That's how they came forth with Persians. Yeah. They gave certain niggas that wore fezzes, they were red, they wore the red fezzes, they gave the women, they gave Persian women to niggas. That's why Moroccans look the way that they look. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the northwestern shores of Africa. Yeah, see, they be with that magical shit and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we ain't, man, fuck all that. We ain't trying that shit, man. That's why I'm like, man, you can't, man. How you gonna? Then you gonna sit up here and pop all this shit. I'm this. I'm Dominican. I'm Sudanese. You pop all this shit, nigga, but you speak English. What the fuck? Like, I don't get this shit. Like, so it's the same program. So it's the same program.
So they not speaking the tongue that they say that they are.
No.
But that's what they are.
No. Because the Arabia is so close to Espanol that it's ridiculous. That's why it's so easy to learn. They just be talking fast. That's all that is. Man, when you first learn, you ain't got to be talking fast and shit. They be like laughing and shit, trying to damn, you know what I'm saying, like to discourage you from speaking the language. I had to learn about that shit right there. I had to learn from that. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah. You know what I'm
So they
saying?
try to speak it fast to keep you from catching it to be able to run it back. And
Right. Right. Toda la dia, muchas palabras. Muchas palabras, man. It's rapido. And it's like once that I figured out that they be speaking fast with their language, you know what I'm saying? I said,
yeah,
oh, okay, I got you now. I started writing shit down. I had so many papers in my locker in prison. I made flashcards of shit every time somebody say something. I was on point. I was running up on niggas. I was running up on niggas like I was robbing their ass, asking them questions and shit. What? I mean, hey, look here. El piso? It's like, the floor? Oh, okay. Okay. So I wrote it down on a piece of paper. I wrote El Piso, and it's FLOR. So I put another O on it, and I said floor. So floor and flower, blooming and the floor. So I put all this shit together. I looked at it, and I said, well, the sun is soul. The sun is soul. The moon is mundo. We look at the days of the week within itself. First, speaking and building on the etymology of the days of the week. Look at El Soul. All black people got soul, but not the soul with a U, because the U universal. Think about the soul as the sun, okay? So when you think about the Sunday, then you think about Monday, which is the moon day, okay? Then you think about Tuesday, which will be on the 2 day, when the 2 day will be the universal man and the universal woman coming together. And then that'll be Wednesday, which will be the wedding. Thursday, which would be the lightning, which would be, the fireworks in the bed and all that stuff. And then you have Friggs Day, which is Friday. So then when we look at the Saturday, we look at Sion, we look at Saturn, that's when we start getting planetary. We don't get astrological, we get planetary. Niggas only identify with astrology because then they want to damn characterize people. Oh, you this and you that because you this sign and you that sign. If I never told a motherfucker what my sign was, they wouldn't know what the fuck I was.
what's that?
I'm like, are you serious, man? Like, are you serious? Who told you that? Now, then the people that you champion that told you that is Socrates and people like Aristotle. So through Socrates and Aristotle, the astrological European giant or wise man was Aristotle.
Right.
You see the science, right?
Where you get his teachings from?
Okay, and that's where I'm going with this. Anybody can smoke a blunt or drink some wine or whatever the fuck that, gonna give you somewhat of an outer body experience or to alter your frequency or alter your state of being. Anybody can do that, but that was recorded at that time. Yeah, niggas was still in Thanksgiving. Yeah, it was Thanksgiving and shit. Nah, that go. Might throw you a little something. Might throw you a little chitlin here or there, whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Might throw you a little something, throw you a little something, little sausage every now and then. You snitch on a nigga something or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, niggas was still in Thanksgiving. That's why I stay, man, we gotta be planetary. We can't be astrological. Motherfuckers wanna go all the way out in the cosmos, man. They wanna go all the way out in the cosmos, but they ain't even dealing with this shit that's right here. Yeah, they ain't went all the way out there and shit. Bro, I don't want you to explain all that shit. Explain why niggas still killing niggas. Explain that part. Make that part. Explain that part.
Make that make sense.
Explain that part. I don't need to know all this other shit. I don't need to know how the earth came about and all this shit. Like all this shit about the pyramids and Kemet and all this shit. Okay, bro, you can say all that shit and you can recite all that shit, but you ain't building shit. Half of the motherfuckers that recite all that shit don't even work construction. Ain't that some shit? You know all this shit about the pyramids. You don't even work in construction. You know all this shit about the pyramid. So what the fuck you building? So you just verbally building. You ain't building shit. What the fuck? Man, come on, man. You talking about hieroglyphics and shit on the wall, my nigga. Okay, listen, right? And no disrespect, but when we talking about words that was written on the wall, bro, we don't even see the words that's being communicated amongst each other. Just like when the sister in the chat was talking about etymology, we don't even see the words within that shit. We so caught up. Hey, look here, bro. Bro, we so caught up in program. We so fucking programmed.
Most motherfuckers don't even know how to break a word down to find, using the etymology to actually find out what the word actually means.
Thanksgiving. Oh my goodness, man. Man, bust it open, man, with that giblet gravy for a real one. Oh, shit. Damn. Hey, look at here.
With that giblet.
Yeah, for a real one. And like I say, man, just, like I say, in short, we can't, like, continue to allow for ourselves to be a part of the program. Take advantage of the opportunity of being around family. But don't be, hey, look at here, don't adhere to the program. That's the main damn thing. Just don't adhere to the program. That's all. Yeah, giblet gravy. You know about that giblet gravy, though?
That giblet.
Boy, that giblet gravy is food like.
Especially when it's on that stuffing.
Oh,
God
boy, with that,
almighty.
with that dressing on that tight, that giblet gravy. Boy. Man. Somebody all fat right now. Somebody stupid fat. Laid up, can't move.
And then I ain't gonna front. You know, I love my people and shit. But you know, like truthfully, like soul food is very unhealthy food. You know what I'm saying? So some of these, just imagine these households with no division whatsoever. How foul that plate is. God almighty.
Man, this motherfucker out here now, like how on that Spike Lee, on that Do the Right, I think it would Do the Right Thing when the Larry Bird looking dude must have stepped on his shoes and shit. Well, that's the equivalent today if you get close to that plate. Like, if you see somebody moving with a plate type of shit or whatever, like, you don't even, like, go towards them. Like move out of the way. Like, it's the wrong thing to do. Like, on this day, I'm just move the fuck out of the way. If a motherfucker got a plate, just step all the way to the side. Just do a bow face. Do a bow face about that motherfucker. Let her walk on past. You hear me? This how serious that it is, man. Yeah, it's serious like that, man. It's that damn serious. And that's how serious that people would take this traditionalism as opposed to taking the truth. Man, get this work. Get this work. And this just the bill right here. Get this work. So like I say, dealing with this traditionalism, dealing with this month, dealing with this this holy day, coming into this Black Friday, one time with the one time. We'll look at that Black Friday and look at how many black people on any given Friday was actually sold from the slave auction block. I see that tater salad one time with a one time. Yeah, but just think about it though. Think about how many. That's a heavy number right there, man. Black Friday was something serious. Then think, boy, when they were bringing them when they were bringing them young tenders to the Black Friday Jim Jank, they done caught boy, the slave master one time with the he was always in the bag. Look, boy, was he not? Boy, he had a wife, then he had something he can smash. And she cleaned up the house.
And now niggas swear them down they pimps, huh?
Whole line pimps out this motherfucker.
Got this girl doing the same thing that the damn slave master had to damn, you know what I'm saying?
You feel? Ain't no different. Ain't no different. It's the same science, okay? It's the same psychological operation. It's being ran over and over again. That's all that it is.
Nothing new under the sun.
Man, what? They keep running the same shit, man. That's why I have to come in here and just straighten that shit, man. I don't want them to get me fucked up thinking I got to be out here talking about a motherfucking shit. No, we have to make sure that, we on the same playing field with this thing, that we see the same way, or at least you hitting around to what I'm saying, or you may be opening up to viewing what I'm saying, hopefully. Okay. Say they came from Cassie, they left because of religious persecution. Oh, no doubt.
Say it again.
Say, Mr. Joel say that the Amish come from Canada. Say they left because of religious persecution.
Hell, that's how America was started, wasn't it?
Hey, to my riches.
Didn't they bail on the Queen?
Man, this shit
But
is
who's to say that
hard,
wasn't one big side in itself?
Now we getting somewhere. now we getting somewhere now. Who's to say that it was just one big
Because
psyop?
because the whole system come from where? And all they did was throw a little remix on this and that to say it's different from that. But when you dig through, the ties go where?
How does this process continue to be repeated? What do you think? How they keep doing this shit, man?
Man, you got a group of motherfuckers that believe in something and they pass it on to their children and they keep the. You have to think about this whole situation, like you were saying. This shit been going on for generations. How have for centuries? How have you kept this negative motherfucking algorithm running for centuries?
How is it even possible? Let's think.
Now we can dig through the okay, y'all recruiting all the powerful motherfuckers, y'all put them down because of the blueprint y'all running. That allows them to be even more powerful than what they were before they got in. You know what I'm saying? To them, they got the inside line to what everybody else don't know. They make sure their sons, children, offspring carry on the tradition. Names build wealth. Okay, we understand that, but at the same time, you telling me it wasn't a break in the chain nowhere for centuries?
No, it wasn't no break in the chain.
No break in the chain for centuries.
It wasn't no break in the chain. The only way it's a break in the chain when you think outside of the box. You feel me?
All the time.
When you inside of the box, you fucked up. That's right. When you think against whatever that people are saying or what the status quo is, that's the only way. That's the first stage, you know what I'm saying, of obtaining some knowledge right there.
It's a breakaway from the masses.
Man, they done watered all this shit down, man. Just like I told you, man, if you done seen one episode of the first 48, man, you done seen all of them, man. The only reason you just still watching because you entertained, man. You done seen every episode of the first 48, man.
Think about this shit.
Every episode, man.
Our arch nemesis is the police. We get done so dirty by these motherfuckers. But you will pay an affiliate that backs the police, the Fraternal Order of Police, the whole organization. And watch they show of the police locking motherfuckers up that look just like you.
Sit there and watch the
And
whole
you
show.
are entertained.
Watch the whole
The
show.
fuck out of here, man.
Hey, oh my gosh, man. You sit there live PD.
To the point, the self-hate is so fucking indoctrinated. You would literally watch motherfuckers get destroyed and see it as entertainment.
It's entertainment.
And this is quote unquote reality TV.
Right.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
They telling you and showing you how real that it is. You feel me? You will watch live PD at the expense of somebody else's life.
You will never see a TV show where niggas is just fucking crackers up on whatever goddamn level and that shit just running and crackers just sit and watch that shit.
There's no way.
You will never see that shit.
It's no, listen, bro. It's no way. And they actually want us to view it like that. See, there's a divisionary line too. Even when you would say that, you know, if you would use the terminology crackers. See, they want us to be consistent with this hate shit. See, they started this shit. See, originally, it wasn't even a reason to hate, okay? Fact. Now, that's right. Now, before we even get into albinism and, you know, all of that shit or whatever, let's just define it with an underlying theme that we didn't start out hating nobody.
No.
So the hate that we got is adopted hate because if we even view now, this from a racial standpoint, not saying a racial acknowledgement, but from a racial standpoint, that's like us saying we don't even have acceptance for interracial children, not even interracial people. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's how deep that it get because they got us to the point that whenever that we get angry, then we'll choose to use certain words. See, every time you say a word, it's an energy attached to it.
Correct.
That's just like if a man was to call you a K9, you will lose your mind. Or a puss, you will lose your mind. He ain't even got to say. If he say you a vagina, you will probably start laughing. But he say, man, you a pussy ass nigga. You will probably, hey, look here, man, ain't even no probably to it. 3-4 teeth gone. Yeah, instantaneous. At the hey, look at the first connect, with that jaw. That's what.
Soon as the syllable is fully enunciated.
You figured it because there's nothing else that you can say. It ain't nothing else gonna come out like that. That sound like that.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, it's that real, man. It's that real.
Man.
If I say it any louder, man, the people that's just trolling me right now might feel some kind of way. Yeah, they might feel some kind of way about that shit or whatever. But they giving praise and thanks today anyway, so this probably just fit right in, with everything else, that they got going on. I get that, because this is the day for it, remember?
It's someone somewhere saying they thankful for their haters on this day right here.
Hey, look at here. All the motherfuckers that be saying that shit about their haters. Ain't one nigga sit down at the table and cut their turkey and gave praise to their, gave thanks to their haters. I'm telling you, man, these motherfuckers crazy, man. It's a duality with this shit, man. You gotta watch certain words that you use. But that shit, man, it'll bring all type of different demons and shit to you, man. Man, that shit'll connect with you, man. Hey, you all throw it off, man. You'll be thrown all the way to, man, I'm telling you, yo. You gotta, hey man, when you say certain shit, man, it's an energy that's attached with that word. We don't have to Google it or look at the oldest Encyclopedia Britannica or dictionary, but we have to really look into etymology, like using our own common sense with how these words were placed together, how they was put together. You see, how that they was able to indoctrinate us with these words, because they only incorporated in our psyche. That's all that it is.
Yeah.
That's why we say certain shit. But they know through anger, that's the best way to control us. If they set up some shit where it's two people going against each other, boy, they'll tune in for that. Boy, ooh, somebody go win. I got my money. They know that. You see, that's how they control us. See, they got a mind fucked up. They got us fucked up to the point right now that if it ain't on that level of thinking, it ain't thinking at all. It ain't thinking at all. That's why you got the date.
Think how many cats is sports inclined.
Man, what?
That's their whole mental makeup. Competition, destroying your opposition.
And
the levels, I mean, the tentacles is everywhere.
But then think about it. But as aggressive as of on what you speak, about the sports, think about how politely a motherfucker try to have a conversation with, well, the Bulls, but the Panthers, but like, man, get the fuck out my face, man. I be just looking at motherfuckers, man. Like, are you serious, man? Like, you dead serious right now. But you be talking cash shit when your team losing and about my team and shit like this or whatever. But then you polite as fuck.
You ain't made not one damn dollar from them winning or losing or a jersey sale or nothing, but that's your team.
None of that. Ain't got no endorsement, no contract. You ain't got none of that shit, but you pouring your heart out and hollering at the TV. The motherfucker can't hear shit you talking about.
I throw a whole motherfucking party just cause your quote unquote team playing.
Man, think about this shit, man. All these years, man, motherfuckers been hollering at the TV and shit. Man, go! All this shit and all that, you know what I'm saying? It be 100 motherfuckers in the stand. Now, being that COVID shit came in effect, man, there wasn't nobody in the stand. You see how motherfuckers were playing then? They wasn't even playing right. They wasn't even playing. It wasn't nobody in the stands, man. They couldn't perform.
And then
they couldn't perform.
You know why? All that energy was gone.
All of it was gone.
All the energy was gone.
All that hollering.
These cats that look like superhumans became mere mortal specimens.
That's right. When that voice wasn't around, boy, they was fucked up.
And it make you realize how great energy really is in the role that it plays, and how they channel energy through stadiums, concerts. God.
Man, think about all that energy that's there. When you put it in one particular place. opposing energy, that positive and negative we were talking about, that red and that blue, all the signs, program. When you put them together, it makes a great program. You think about it. You got anybody that's damn near 80 to 90 years old. When they talk about the TV, they talk about it being a program. Oh, I'm watching this program. What a program? What program? A program? Yeah, The Price is Right. The program. What the? So a program. You've been programmed. So you identified this not being an episode or being a show, but this is a program. You see that? That's the same science when they had dropped that projects and of on how did they explain that we live in the projects and what they projected and what that projection actually was.
And what is that? And what is that? That's a remix.
That's a straight remix
of how goddamn the Nazis had the motherfucking Jews set up. I mean,
that's a straight remix, boy.
Straight remix.
At the corner when they got it done. That's I'm telling you, when I look at all these different programs now, and especially being now that we at the Thanksgiving joint, I'm asking again, brother, how has this been consistent for so long? How has this became tradition for people when it ain't even supposed to be traditional to them? Niggas in Africa ain't think about the damn Thanksgiving. Africans over here think about Thanksgiving.
It's the indoctrination.
Think about it.
It's the indoctrination.
Indoctrination. So that's being played on your psyche. See, that's why we speak so heavy and so hard about psychological operations. It's people out here right now. They only receptive to certain shit. See,
they fall for the psyops hard. Like cats to say they don't wear nothing but Jordans. Like. Mine is on minuscule.
Think about this shit. If the only thing that you wear is Jordans, and you saying, being that they cost a certain amount of money, and that's the only type of shoe that you're gonna wear, just think about the level of programming and how deep that it is in your psyche.
Exactly.
You done deny everything else, and you said, hey, this guy that doesn't even play basketball anymore, I want this shoe for this price, but think, it's the exact same shoes over and over again.
And the prices keep going up on them.
It is a program.
That's a mean program.
Over and over again. It's the same shoe. It'll just be a different color.
And then you have to pay attention to the cats that you know of that's on that type of programming.
No, that's what lets you know. Soon as you see it,
you already know what time they on. It's
man,
like
look.
There's nothing else to them. You know what I'm saying? I feel you.
You don't even have to. You ain't even got to guess what's going on, man. You don't, cause you done already subscribed to that state of mind.
You catch a cat in the Steelers jersey, man, you know what's going on with it.
That's why I say, man.
Oh man,
This is straight programming.
at its finest.
Happy Turkey Day up out this Jim Jank to the Jim Jank, man. Same shit, different year. You already know what it is. That's how they keep playing, man. They keep trying to run it up on us, y'all. It ain't but a few of us out here woke anyway, man. That's why we still out here super duper throwed. Yeah, we out here super duper throwed. Time just went past.
Yeah, man, like, it's kids out here dying, getting robbed, shooting, whatever for a pair of Jordans, and this cat is like, he don't even subscribe to our plight. He don't even subscribe to us. Period.
Now, that's what I want to get into now. So then when we look at him, we look at his wife, being he left Cookie and all that shit or whatever, but, he's like one of the main people you would think after all of the incited, heighted violence that's in Chicago, you would think that he would be one of the main people out of all people. He could have made a mandate. He could have said, man, I'm going to give every child one pair of free Air Jordans that I know I can afford if nobody gets shot this week. Man, he could have did, man. He could have did it, man. He could have did it, man. He could have did it, bro. He could have did it.
They'll
He
cut,
could have did
they'll
it,
cut
bro.
the murder rate
Man.
by 35%.
Man, look at here, man. Man,
35% for real.
Man.
And not 50.
man, if Jordan would have said he would have opened up them damn summer camps for free with all that damn money he got, man, it wouldn't be none of this dumbass shit going on.
But you gotta understand, Jordan is the prototype.
But what's the team state?
Chicago Bulls.
We be lucky we got 'em. Doom, 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 doom. Good time. Okay.
Made a so-called good times about niggas struggling in the projects. God damn. Boy, you see this man fuck? God. No Vaseline, man. Oh, man. You. God almighty.
A show about good times. It's called Good
Good
Times,
Times
but they
about-
only show bad times. Ain't that some shit?
Niggas struggling in the projects. God almighty.
That was the biggest smack in the face, though, man.
Man.
They made it for us to enjoy it. They
You
made
know how many people was, oh my goodness.
look at him. I look at this good time shit, man. I look at this Chicago shit. Like I say with MJ and what MJ could have did, right? I can't take away, you know what I'm saying, for shining the spotlight on Chicago right now. Mm-hmm.
Well, see, man, well, we on the live. I ain't gonna say that, but what I am gonna say is that dude don't really get an inch of my thought process on nothing, because you know if you want to talk basketball, you was a nobody compared to Bill Russell or Wilt Chamberlain, or I even say Kareem at that matter. You know what I'm saying? At least Kareem was deep and rooted in who he was and what he was doing out this motherfucker.
Facts.
Jordan was he was just a high dollar puppet for the elites. He done what they told him to do and they paid him for it.
So being that they paid him for him and they told him what to do, just think about, you know what I'm saying, the dude Tinker Hartwell that designed the Air Jordan shoe. That's the same state, you know what I'm saying, Oregon. They got the Mighty Ducks joint. That's why they be all fresh and shit like that, man. That's where all that's where all that motherfucking shit started. So when I look at a psyop like him, and of course, you know what I'm saying, looking at Chicago within itself, I can't take away from thinking about Oprah Winfrey.
Man,
I can't take. It's no way.
I don't even think sellout is the correct term for the position and the actions that they done took. Because you have to, these peoples are vampires, bruh. I mean, they just constantly pull on the heartstrings of melanated people and just suck all your energy out of you. To where you just mean and mad, rageful.
Why
Vengeful.
Oprah let Tom Cruise put her feet all on her couch? Why she let Tom Cruise do that shit like that?
Oh, you know why? Because Tom Cruise a big fish in Scientology and she wasn't going to buck against them.
Not against Tom Cruise.
What? She not going against no Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise locked in on that Scientology, bro. Hey, listen. You see what they done to his ex-wife?
What they do to her
Man,
ex-wife?
they alienated the hell out of her ass to the point, you know who she ended up fucking with? Jamie Foxx.
And this nigga gonna play like he Django. See that happened? See what I'm saying with that shit there? See that shit there right there?
You know
That
what
shit
I'm
right
saying?
there. See that shit right there?
I'm gonna tell you the truth though. Actors.
I'm not leaving away from there.
No.
Hold on. I'm not leaving from there. Cause we're gonna stay on this nigga. Because this nigga tried the same thing from the Jamie Foxx show to Django with that Garcia Bouvet. The one that had the baby by the European dude, Garcia Fancy.
Fancy. Yeah.
Right. So we look at all this science within itself, then we look at Jamie Foxx, how his ass was used too, right? So
Yeah.
if he's so much of Django, he got all this understanding of history, slavery, Slavic times, and all this shit. Why wouldn't he be like one of the main people out here pushing to better minority communities, as opposed to being up in the spotlight when the George Floyd situation happened and shit. Like, okay, so now that, rest in peace to the brother. You know what I'm saying? But now all of that's passed by. Okay, now what Jamie at now? What Jamie doing now? I thought Jamie was Django and all this shit.
He just find another role to play.
Oh, he another character now, right?
Yeah, see, he's
Oh.
an actor, and that's what I was getting
Oh.
ready to say.
Oh, I get it now. I get it.
An actor is one of the most detrimental characters to society. Because this cat has the ability to be, he or she has the ability to be whoever. And can pull this shit off pretty damn well. Nigga, people give mad money to go to movies to see people play other people.
See how they did with that Tyler Perry cat? They paid money for that too. They paid money. How tall is Tyler Perry? About 6'4", 6'5" to put on a dress. They paid good money to go see him.
Now you know when you dealing with that, you
Good
just
money.
looking at the feminization of the black man. Any black man in TV is homosexual.
Look at this shit though. But people were entertained by that. They were entertained by that. Look at this shit, man. Now, going from Chicago, now we in Atlanta. You feel me? Now let's look at Tyler and what that's worth, and how people were entertained by seeing a man that's supposed to be alpha, that's supposed to be masculine, in a motherfucking dress
A ratchet
with a wig on.
A ratchet ass gat toting Cadillac pushing.
You figured
grandma.
them. So you already can peep game with the peep game. You know that nigga wasn't gonna fit in no movies going up against no Denzel or no shit like that. You figured it. Think about it.
Put him in a real movie and then flop.
Come on, man. Come on, man. That thing would have been done flopped and everything. He had
It
to put on.
did.
Man, he put on a dress. You already know, man. He Illuminati like a motherfucker. He know he done signed the paper. He had been told them folk that whole story, all that shit. I slept in the car and all that
All
shit.
that shit was made for him, man.
That shit Illuminati. Ain't nobody see
You
that
gotta
nigga.
understand, you coming from Hollywood. These are script
This nigga,
writers.
you
These
feel me?
are movie producers.
This nigga say I was sleeping in the car and I became a bitch. I said, man, ain't no motherfucking way you
They
sleeping in
make
the car.
scripts for characters, for people to play characters in movies.
Hey,
What
man,
makes you think they don't make scripts for people in real life?
you
to
figured
be
them.
Come on, man.
oh my God.
Come on, man.
Tyler said he was sleeping in the car.
Come on, man.
What kind of script is that?
That's that. See, that's another one of them heart string pulling situations right there. Why? Because our people experience poverty, and to hear him be quote unquote impoverished and then make it to, it's the great Cinderella story for like the women that they program to think that a man gonna come and swoop you off your feet and you gonna live happily ever after.
Right.
It's just it's more programming.
But just think what Tyler did, though. You know how many little gay niggas out here now ain't really trying to suppress that thing or whatever, just all out with it with the tight ass pants on and shit.
He helped push the agenda now.
Man, he pushed the hell up out of the
Push the
agenda.
agenda now.
Man, when he signed that paper, man, he would put out here, man, he was assigned by the elite, man. He was targeting every young black male, every melanated young male within the age of 5 to 9 years old. He was on them. He was on them like hotcakes. Every last one of them that was able to comprehend him standing up there, big ass feet and every motherfucking thing with a dress on and a wig. Ain't like we ain't seen Marty Ma do it. Ain't like we ain't seen Eddie Murphy. Ain't like we ain't seen Eddie do that shit. You gotta think about how they use certain people as opposed to them saying,
Martin,
right?
Eddie, Janie. You know he had
That shit, right.
Sinead.
Yeah, that was Martin and Sinead.
That
Jamie
motherfucker had
Jamie was on
Wanda.
Wanda.
You know what I'm saying? You had what's the one nigga? He made a whole movie about being a female basketball player.
The Pootie Tang nigga.
Nah, that ain't the Pootie Tang nigga. But what's his name? I can't think of.
He
his
from
name.
here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I can't think of a name. I know exactly what you talking about. That long face.
Joanna man.
Yeah, that Joanna nigga. Yeah, that nigga, the Joanna
You
nigga.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then look at the other the brothers, the Wayans brothers. They made a movie called White Chicks.
Man, when that shit jumped off, man,
I never watched that movie.
no, me either. I watched a little bit of it, man. I just wanted to see what it was. I had to, just to be able to commentary, but nah, I ain't fuck with that psyop like that, man. I ain't fuck with that psyop, But you got to think about they'll take the people that derive the most attention through entertainment, then use them to inject that shit into everybody else.
Yeah,
You see what I'm
because
saying?
see, the movies is to see how well they're gonna accept
That's right.
whatever they trying to push.
That's right.
If the movie's good, they don't run with that. If the movie flops, scrap that one. Temperature gauge, society temperature gauge.
Says a society temperature gauge.
This
This shit is real.
shit is mad real.
Hey, look at here. For the Thanksgiving one time with the one time, man, hey, look here, man. We gonna close out on this thing, man. This just a bill for the Thanksgiving. Say Eddie Murphy been sleeping with cross dressers. Y'all ain't been sleeping
Man,
with
for
the
years, for years.
Hey, you remember that party all the time? Remember that?
By God,
Party all the time, party all the time.
hey, but I give Murphy a little kudos to the fact that he the one who told us Mr. T was gay.
It ain't, but that don't matter. That's just I feel like, man, that was an assignment right there. That nigga don't get no accolade for that, man. We ain't get that nigga no accolade. He a hoe.
feel you.
He
I
a
feel
hoe.
you. I
And
feel
Mr. T a hoe ass nigga.
Yeah,
Both
yeah,
of them niggas.
yeah.
Mr. T for pumping all that gold back then, get niggas
Man.
shot and robbed.
Man.
Niggas wasn't even carrying cars back then. Man, that nigga's some bullshit, man. He's a bullshit. I feel like he was assigned by them just to be able to destroy that imagery, even a strong imagery, and substitute
See, now,
for
now-
an emasculated
now you understand
version of the
what
black
it
man.
is.
Oh
They
yeah,
find actors that look the part that they targeted. They put them in front of us, get a hype build about them, and then they rip their ass right in front of us.
man, that's that whole Willie Lynch signs right there.
And next thing you know, he getting bent over the table at the exec office just so he can be in Rocky 2 and actually beat the white boy champion.
Give thanks. Give thanks. Shout out to Big Slay. Give thanks. Know what I'm saying?
Shout out to King World.
Hey, look at here. You already know what it is for the Thanksgiving, man. For the gobble gobble, man. One time with the one time. One time with the one time.